So next up we have for the battle guide are the pair unit X and Zero, which comes from the Mega Man series of games, and Bruno, and he comes from a game that I cannot remember the name of. But yeah. So let's get started with this right here. As usual, let me show you all the attacks. First A, forward A, back A, down A, and up A. So, and here's the solo unit attack, Bruno. He comes out and just starts shooting, just like I said, you know, so in the Leanne and Zephyr video, you know, you can use them. You can use Bruno with that team, you know, so with that pair unit. But I feel Bruno works better, you know, with these guys. I mean, you can use any solo unit with any pair unit, basically, but certain ones work better with other ones. You know, certain solo units work better with certain pair units, and I feel that, you know, like around the time you get X and Zero, you know, so like Bruno, you know, so like that's when you like, no, yeah, like when you get X and Zero, like at first, you know, I didn't use any solo unit with the team until after I got Bruno, and then I put him with this pair unit. So again, moving on to the enemies that have block meter, go to the standard block meter setting, and what you want to do when going up against a target that has a block meter is that you want to press down A. Like that's the best move right there to use. Like it's really going to tear that block meter apart. Right there, that right there. It's just going to destroy it. So the windows of opportunity to call. Well, first let me show you my attack sequence for this team. So it's going to be down A, back A, forward A, then up A. That's what I do. But when you first get them, this pair unit, you know, so the only attacks that they're going to have is A, forward A, back A, and down A. So yeah, so that's what you're gonna see with these guys. So but I'm going to show you all the attacks anyway in the attack sequence that I get after I obtain all the attacks. So get started. First down A, then back A, A, forward A, and up A, and that's how it's and that's when you do it. So the windows of opportunity to call out Bruno. Now Bruno, he starts off like he shoots low and then he starts shooting high, and he does it relatively quick, so you really gotta call this guy out at the right moment in order to get the cross up properly. But since down and A is what you're most likely going to be using for the to crush that block meter, it's during back and A when the other window of opportunity shows up. So just to showcase that. Okay, like the only reason why that cross-up meter thing didn't really work well because I chose to attack the target kind of late on that one, but I was just showing a demonstration, not really trying to be perfect with it. But yeah. So as you've seen, when X, you know, so it goes for that ice attack. Right before that ice forms, that's when you want to call out Bruno. So let me show that one more time. So there you go. So as you've seen, right before he forms that ice, that's when you want to call out Bruno. It's around that time. Now the other window of opportunity for this team is when you use down in A, and at the time when Zero jumps up and when he starts shooting those blades, you know what I'm saying, like that's when you want to call out Bruno. So I'm gonna showcase that one. Well, not Zero, but X. I'm sorry. Not when Zero jumps up, but when X jumps up and he starts to fire those blades, that's when you want to call him out, and you can also get the cross up like that. So since those are the only two windows of opportunity that really show up, I mean, you can also use the up and A attack, but since you know these other two work better, like I wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying, like worry about the up and A, you know, at all. So that's not even worth showing. Fuck it, I'll show it anyway. So if you're going to use the up and A, you know, so like, you know, so like before the cross up, right as soon as X tosses out that blade, that's when you want to call out Bruno. So that's the window of opportunity for that move. Now, just to show you how I normally would attack, first let me get these attacks realigned. Okay, so let me show you. So let's finish this guy off. And that ends the battle guide for the cross-ups with X and Zero and Bruno as the solo unit.